What if I told you that humanity's next giant leap isn't just about reaching the stars? It's about who gets there first. The space race, once a Cold War showdown between the USA and the Soviet Union, has transformed into a thrilling, high-stakes competition. But this time, it's not just nations battling it out. Private companies and rising powers are rewriting the rules. So, who is leading this cosmic race? What are they building? Where are they headed? Stay till the end, because the answer might just blow your mind. Let's meet the three titans shaping the future of space. NASA, the American Space Agency; SpaceX, the private disruptor led by Elon Musk; and CNSA, China's rapidly rising space program. Each has its own strengths, ambitions, and game-changing tech. But why is this race heating up now? The answer lies in their breakthroughs and their visions for humanity's future. First up, NASA, the name that's synonymous with space itself. When did NASA cement its legacy? Back in 1969, with the Apollo 11 moon landing, a moment that changed history. Since then, NASA has been unstoppable. The International Space Station, a floating laboratory in orbit, the James Webb Space Telescope, peering into the universe's deepest secrets. And let's not forget the Mars rovers, Perseverance and Curiosity, roaming the red planet, hunting for signs of ancient life. But here's the kicker. NASA isn't just about flashy missions. How does it stay relevant? Through innovation and grit. Its Space Launch System, SLS, is one of the most powerful rockets ever built, designed to carry humans back to the moon. And with the Artemis program, NASA's planning not just a visit, but a permanent moon base. Imagine that, a human outpost on another world. But is NASA's legacy enough to keep it ahead? Now, enter SpaceX, the company that turned the space industry upside down. Founded by Elon Musk, SpaceX isn't just playing the game, it's rewriting the rules. What makes SpaceX so special? Two words: reusability and ambition. The Falcon 9 rocket doesn't just launch, it lands back on Earth, ready to fly again. This has slashed launch costs, making space more accessible than ever. Then there's Starlink, a constellation of thousands of satellites beaming internet to every corner of the globe. And don't sleep on Starship, SpaceX's massive rocket, designed to carry humans to Mars. Yes, Mars. Why is SpaceX so bold? Because Musk dreams of making humanity a multi-planetary species. But can a private company really outshine a government giant like NASA? Or even a rising star like China? China's space program, the CNSA, is the dark horse you didn't see coming. When did China enter the race? Just a few decades ago, but they've caught up fast. The Tiangong space station is now fully operational, hosting Chinese astronauts, or takenauts, in orbit. The Zhurong rover explored Mars, making China only the second nation to land there. And the Chang'e missions? They brought lunar samples back to Earth, something only the US and USSR had done before. But here's where it gets wild. China's thinking long-term. Where are they headed? The moon, Mars, and beyond. They're planning a lunar base by the 2030s, and even exploring space-based solar power, SBSP, to beam clean energy to Earth. And did I mention nuclear-powered spacecraft? CNSA's vision is bold, independent, and a little mysterious. So, how do they stack up against the others? Who has the better rockets? Let's compare. NASA's SLS is a beast, capable of lifting massive payloads to the moon and beyond. But it's expensive. Each launch costs over $2 billion. SpaceX's Falcon 9, on the other hand, is reusable, with launches as low as $90 million. Then there's China's Long March series, reliable and increasingly powerful, though not yet reusable. SLS has unmatched raw power, but Falcon 9's reusability gives an edge in cost and frequency. Long March rockets are catching up, with plans for reusable versions by 2030. So who wins? It depends on what you value, power, cost, or potential. But one thing's clear, the rocket race is tighter than ever. Why does cost matter? Because cheaper launches mean more missions, more satellites, more exploration. SpaceX leads here, with Falcon 9's reusability cutting costs dramatically. NASA's SLS, while powerful, is a budget buster. China's Long March rockets are affordable but not reusable. Yet, CNSA is working on it, and when they crack reusability, the game could shift. Lower costs let SpaceX launch Starlink satellites weekly, while NASA focuses on big-ticket missions like Artemis. China is somewhere in between, balancing cost and ambition. The question is, can NASA and CNSA catch up to SpaceX's cost-cutting revolution? What role does tech play? AI and autonomous systems are transforming space exploration. NASA's rovers use AI to navigate Mars independently. SpaceX's Starship relies on advanced automation for landing and navigation. China's Tiangong station uses AI for everything from docking to experiments. NASA's exploring sustainable fuels and solar power for deep space missions. SpaceX's Starlink satellites are designed to deorbit and avoid space junk. China's SBSB project could revolutionize clean energy. The race isn't just about speed. It's about building a sustainable future in space. Let's look ahead. Where is each player headed? NASA's Artemis program aims to land humans on the moon by 2026, with permanent base by 2030. SpaceX has its eyes on Mars, with Starship missions planned to establish a colony by the 2050s. China's planning a lunar base, Mars missions, and even nuclear-powered ships for deep space. Why are these visions so different? NASA's focus on global collaboration, SpaceX on private innovation, and China on long-term dominance. Each has a unique approach. But who's got the edge? Let's explore their strategies. NASA thrives on partnerships. Who does it work with? Over 20 nations, including Europe, Japan, and Canada, contribute to the ISS and Artemis. This global teamwork gives NASA access to resources and expertise. SpaceX, meanwhile, dominates as a private entity, launching for governments, companies, and even NASA itself. China's strategy is different. How does CNSA operate? With fierce independence and global diplomacy. While it collaborates with some nations like Russia, China's focused on self-reliance. Its Belt and Road Space Initiative is winning allies in Asia and Africa, spreading its influence. So, whose strategy is stronger? Collaboration, disruption, or independence? Here's the million-dollar question. Who is winning the space race? NASA has legacy and global support. SpaceX has innovation and cost efficiency. China has speed and long-term vision. Each excels in different areas, but none has a clear lead. Why is this race so close? Because space is no longer a solo sprint. It's a marathon with multiple finish lines. This competition is driving breakthroughs that'll take us to the moon, Mars, and beyond. But if I had to pick, well, let's just say the answer might surprise you. Want a hint? It's not about who's ahead today. It's about who's ready for tomorrow. So, what do you think? Will NASA's Artemis program make the moon our second home? Will SpaceX land humans on Mars first? Or will China's bold vision steal the show? The future of space is more competitive and more exciting than ever before. Drop your thoughts in the comments below and tell us, who do you think will win the space race? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more cosmic content. Until next time, keep looking up